Alright, so what you're about to see in this video is something I was not expecting, and I gotta say that I was absolutely stunned just by how much, like, thought, choreography, and all this stuff had to go into everything in this video. So, hope you enjoy it. This is actually 2 chapters in one. I've been doing like a chapter per part, but it may not always be like that, but this video had like a 12-minute chapter and then like a typical chapter. So, put them both together. Love you all. Thanks for like, support. If you enjoy this, just keep it up. Now, let's go ahead and get this. Alright, look for Alice. Get to the apartment. Alright, here we go. This game has been phenomenal. Thank you all for joining me. Brand new chapter / part. I haven't done the intro for this video because I do everything post-production sometimes. So I kind of just jumped into the gameplay. The cool thing is there's no saving between chapters. What does this say? Oh my goodness, hold on.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
But yeah, I usually have to replay the last like 5 minutes of a chapter before I begin recording, so I just did the whole sequence again, and then I'll kind of cut to the beginning of the chapter. Can you get in the water? Oh, you can. What in the world? Oh, hold on. Let's back up. That usually is a sign we don't need to go there.
Where I could go, and where I couldn't.
You know what's wild about this game? We're only like 4 hours and some change in, and I just feel like we're supposed to probably go here where the words are. I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of like what this game is all about, you know? Alright, game saved. Let's line these up. I'm actually excited to go back and play as Saga Anderson a little bit. I was enjoying like the storyline with her kind of investigating.
Sight, I'd felt it hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath.
I'm gonna be trying this game out on PC probably soon, and I'll kind of give my thoughts on it. Probably while I'm playing this series. This is one of those games I will be finishing. I've had a lot of fun with it. Not the most viewed thing, but I just want to experience it for myself. This is kind of my, I guess, Blasphemous 2 type of game, you know, where it's... Obviously, it's a different type of game, but it's not a lot of views overall, but I'm enjoying it to where I want to finish it for myself, you know? Because this game is phenomenal. The more I play it... Hold on. That's a pretty great... Identity theft. You may not be the only you out there.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
We're just supposed to leave the area? Alright. It's like, I'll take that back, thank you very much. I love third-person horror games for some reason. I don't know what it is. Dead Space, Silent Hill, Resident Evil games. Alright, so where are we going right now? We've already got... It's crazy, every time I reload my game, these are all highlighted again. This is all the stuff. Apparently you can play these in a safe, but haven't really needed to just yet. Alright, so what are we doing now? Get to the apartment.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
The dark place. I know they kind of worked on everything else, but the Max Payne games, every time I hear Alan Wake talk, I always think about Max Payne, where he always had these weird quotes like it was cold, like a walk in the freezer, you know, stuff like that. Alright, Mr. Door, in between, let's see, can we walk to the front door? I would be shocked if we can. What in the world? Let's line this up. What a phenomenal year for gaming. You know?
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew.
I'm getting some 1408 vibes right now. What was it, the Dolphin Hotel in that movie? What did Mitch Hedberg say about there not ever being a 13th floor? Jump out on the 14th, you will die sooner. I used to love his one-liners. That ain't good. Haunting. Initiation 3. Okay.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters, okay.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Little spiral. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think I've been using my flashlight as much as I should be in this game. A lot of times I'm just kind of like walking around like this. But he'll sometimes bring it out no matter what.
Alice's video camera.
Let's try the subway pass on it. That's not gonna help. Alright. Alright, video art / doc, or is it art doc? Okay, focal point of the dark place. Interesting. Part 1, here's SD card, okay.
Memory card.
We're gonna put that in the camera. Anything else? Man, this game, I feel like everybody should just appreciate like what they created. In a world where a lot of single player games kind of fall flat. I mean, this is like next level, I feel like.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Alright, so the last chapter was like 12 minutes long, so I just kept going. Right when I saw the end of part, I just hit continue immediately. And it was like the projector playing. I tried to turn off the flashlight to make it more ambiance or whatever, but he kept pulling out the flashlight on his own, so I just kind of tilted it to the side and then let that play, try to just keep quiet at least. Alright, let's talk.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
We all kind of know he's just confused, I feel like.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Alright, let's go to Scratch.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Right, Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Alright, what does this say objective-wise? Learn more about the clicker. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
That's it?
Inside
I like how he
the
just
trailer,
brought up the pages.
At the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Alright, manuscript time. Return 3, local girl. Here we go.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Says learn more. I mean, is there anything else I can do? Hold on, let's see. We could go to the... If we go to the case board, do we even have anything we can actually put on here now? Let's double check. Okay, we do. Okay, here it is. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, my goodness. Let's start with cult stashes. Here we go.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Cult of Tree. Here we go. Actually, let's go to cult stashes.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
When I tell y'all I've played a lot of games over the years, and y'all have seen it, you know, like, I just feel like when I play this game, something about it, maybe not the part with, like, Alan Wake and the summer open world in New York, you know, but, like, this type of stuff I think is amazing, you know? Oh, wait, let me zoom out. Let's try going here. Like, this is such a cool thing to do, you know? All right, cases. Let's go down to the next one. Trial of the Cult. We got a couple things here. Let's see.
The cult. Yes. Yes.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Find evidence. Okay. Go to the next one. This story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
That's actually a good point. Oh, wait. Let's see. This story. Still going here. We got a lot of stuff. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I'm holding, like, Uno cards right now. Let's try this one. The overlap. Okay. It's kind of cool how she's the one that's, like, piecing it together, even though we kind of have an idea, you know, from playing both sides, you know, what's kind of going on. Granted, I'm still a little lost here and there. How to enter the overlap. Wait, can you just go right? Oh, you can. Okay. Let me go back up. Hold on, what does this even say? Power to change reality. How would that not be the overlap, though? Or maybe just the dark place?
Doesn't look right.
How about let's do this? Every time you don't get it right, it moves it. Here we go. The dark presence. We got like so many things we can put on the board here. Alright, well-lit areas are safe from the dark presence and the Taken. Hold on, this has to be for the other one. I'm gonna look back. It wouldn't be overlap, maybe dark presence? There we go. It's gotta go next to these other ones, right? Wait, what? 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 It's got to be this one. No? The overlap? No.
That's not right.
We're going to just try each one. There it goes. Alright, for later, let's see. Doesn't stop at scratch to use the story to permanently change reality. Okay. Kind of just click on each one, because you can sit there and read them all, but it's going to kind of do it for you no matter what. Alright, the clicker. Won't be that. Oh, yeah, how to stop the story. So, what would this one go under? The overlap? No. How to enter wouldn't be right either, right? Maybe. Oh, this might be it.
Right.
Alright, that's for later. Okay, now what? Cases. Cult of Tree. Let's see. Who's involved? Is that not right? Hold on, what does this say? The cult, followers of Scratch, okay. Cult psychology. No, cult symbols wouldn't be it. What kind of cult?
Think, Saga.
Cult goal? No. Wouldn't be it. Who's involved? There we go. Wait, what? How would that not be it? There we go. Alright, this is going to go back up to the symbols. 100%. And this right here is note reminding cultists that victims are like animals. Not who's involved. No? Wouldn't be a goal. Wouldn't make sense. It's the cult psychology. Here we go. Alright, I think we got everything on the board right now. I believe.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Alright, for now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga stories via the bucket and the janitor's break room. What in the world? Really? So from this point forward, it's whether... Okay, you just gotta pick the own order. Interesting. I mean, we'll play as her for right now, I guess. Alright, so what is the current objective? Drive to Watery. Okay. Let me go ahead and do a quick save. Shoebox. I'm gonna actually do a manual save, too. Because... I don't know, sometimes the quick saves kind of overlap and you don't know when it happens. So this kind of solidifies it. Switch reality. I wonder what happens here. I mean, we're switching characters, right? It's like Stranger Things, kind of. I'm just curious, like, how it's all set up. That is a very cool transitioning thing, you know?
Back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
I feel like I want to go back to playing as her for a little bit.
The title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
Hold on, so his objective should just be right, okay?
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time we wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't
He
forgotten.
is an
I knew
artist,
how this worked now.
he is a man.
I could take
Where he
control,
comes from,
no
where he
more
draws
surprises.
inspiration, what demons he wrestles with. in the
Alright, so I
dark hours.
switched kind of seeing what it would do, but now I'm kind of...
Man, the divine
I may be
God
stuck on
of
this.
our-
We'll see.
We have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment
Hold on, let me
Story
see.
of the Journey of Alan Wake. The music.
Man, it's bright in here.
Just do what we always do. We chat, but instead of talking,
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
sing it.
What the hell?
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with Mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury.
And Mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
That's funny. I can't pull out a flashlight or anything.
So you were drawn to stories early on.
My dreams would light up my imagination.
And you had nightmares night and day.
Yeah, but with the clicker, I chased those frights away.
Who knew?
So true.
So here is a clue of hope to remember. Visions that come true. Bend the lights with steel.
What an incredible game, you know? Like, who else is doing this? Like, ever?
And the award goes to Alan White. And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers.
It was all too much, I had to get away.
Part of the game is just so like next level. I'm just kind of just sitting back, listening to the music, letting you all hear it too. Here we go.
But there is more to it than meets the eye.
I never meant for it to ruin my life that way.
Would you say you lived a jaded lie?
Dark shades could never save the day.
So sad.
But true.
supposed to interact with this, but I don't have... It says no charge or whatever. No charges, yeah. Let's look around. There we go. Man, that was a crazy sequence. I've played a lot of games over the years, and I just don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. I don't have any way to break them. Hopefully we can go here and we're fine. Oh, we're on the boat like in the first game.
Writing a story like Tom Zane before him, and maybe they'd be happy once again. Just one shot, one more chance for him to save their marriage away from the city, a romantic getaway.
Got a quick slot these really quick, left and right. So bad. What just happened there? Alright, where are we going? Might have to use this flare gun for a bit. So I'm just going to keep talking because the music's going to always be playing, I feel like. At least in this entire chapter, you know? Oh, hold on. Was it just the two? I didn't see anybody else. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. Oh, watch out. Try to get them together. There we go. There's one more somewhere. Yeah, over there. This dude is fast. What in the world? What an amazing game. You know, like, I was not expecting this at all. You know? Alan Wake's always been great. This is just, like, absolutely next level. It looks a lot like John Wick right now, too, which is kind of funny. Yeah, flare gun is definitely the way to go. No hills yet. Oh, we got the, hold on, we got the, painkillers. We'll quick slot those down. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Yeah, we'll do down. That's fine. We only got 2 weapons right now, technically. Let's go to count the flare gun. I love how this is like a replica of one of the areas from the first game, you know? Or at least I think it is. Are we safe? I'm like scared to grab anything right now. Let's move that to quick slot up. There we go. I probably should have the hills like up, you know? But I didn't want to... Well, you know what? I probably could. Let's do that. I got a lot of flares, so I should be okay. Nice. Stumbled. Give him a chance to catch up. Wait for it. This has been one of the craziest games I've ever played. And I said that after the first video. And here we are. It is still just as wild. Seems like it's an instant kill when you do that. Hey, let's get it. All right, Diver's Isle. They're around me, aren't they? I hear them. I'm gonna get over here just so I can actually see. Oh my goodness. Bring it in, I guess. That's a lot. Person behind me is still there? Okay, no, we're good. Ooh, that was a lot of ads. What in the world? I got one flare left. I gotta be careful. Probably should have played a little more slow there, but whatever. That was a crazy sequence. My goodness.
I didn't see that coming.
At one point, I thought you had to let the song finish, but then I realized it's just a loop. I was standing next to the taxi like, how do I get the light here, you know? Alright, how do we exit? Just walk out the door? Is it gonna be that simple? There we go.
A vision.
What?
Such a dark place, am I trapped in here? Is this real? I cannot remember. There was a manuscript, it held a key. A vicious cycle I must not surrender to. Echo scenes to seek out again and again until I figure it out to bring this song to its end.
A little dance.
Is there any way out to bring this song to its end?
Song's end. Uh-oh, we're going back in.
And I thought this place couldn't get any stranger.
I gotta say right now, this has been one of the most insane experiences in a game I think I've ever covered. Like, this is by far it, you know? I don't know what would, like, really compare to it. Like, can y'all think of any other game that kind of has ever done anything like that before? I've heard Control had a moment like that, but it's also the same company, so I would imagine that's, what does that say? Nothing? Okay. Use my flashlight for a minute. There's the, janitor guy. Walk right past him. No dialogue, alright. End of part. Man, that was insane. Thank you all for watching.